You ready?
Okay, thank you so much for coming today. My name is Gina. My name is Adelia.
My name is Joseph.
And we are students from NIU in the nutrition getting enough protein. So first I want to discuss why this is so important for people who are 65 and older. So progressively as we age, you're losing muscle mass, strength, and function. And this is known as sarcopenia. So this is a really serious health concern as it affects the health and quality of life of elders. So one main reason that this is an issue is because of the muscle mass. So you're losing the ability to just function in your everyday life. And this will typically lead to the decrease in physical activity and everyday movement, which can cause an increased risk for other serious health diseases. So the good thing is you can prevent this by monitoring your protein intake, and you can continue to stay active and live a good quality life as you age.
So when we talk about healthy ways to get your protein, there's two ways to get your protein. That's from animals and plants. And some animal sources are fish, lean meat such as chicken breast and turkey, eggs, low-fat dairy foods, milk, like milk, yogurt, and cheese. And animal sources are actually complete proteins, which means they have all the essential amino acids your body needs, as opposed to plant sources usually are missing one or two of the essential amino acids your body needs. And some plant sources are beans, chickpeas, lentils, nut seeds, tofu, quinoa, edamame, green peas. And like I said, these are missing one or two essential amino acids. So you either want to eat them in combination, or what you can do is make sure you're eating beans, lentils, peas in combination with nuts and seeds, or you're eating whole grains with every meal. Another important thing to note is your body does not store protein as it stores like fats and carbs, so you need to be intaking protein through your diet every single day continually to make sure you're
All right. So increasing your range and variety of proteins that you eat is very important. So we also want to try to set some goals that make you feel more confident in choosing sources of protein. So we like for you to set a goal of increasing your plant-based protein intake, and then try to reduce more animal sources of protein, because animal sources of protein tend to have a lot more saturated fat, your cholesterol in there, and they're very easy to consume. Like it's once you go to a restaurant or something, protein sources are mainly just going to be animal sources, right? So then we try to get you to think kind of outside the box and try to incorporate more of those plant-based proteins into meals, like into new recipes. So that kind of stirs up your normal balance of eating, like your normal meals that you may eat consistently, kind of gives you a broader spectrum of what you may want to eat. Try to find like new interests and new foods that you've never tried before. So the best way to cover like a person's general health is to have that wide variety and not just like stick to those animal proteins. And if, on the contrary to that, if you just consume like a vegetarian or vegan diet, you will be missing some of those essential nutrients like B vitamins, iron, zinc, vitamin D, such as those things from the animal sources that you would have to supplement in your diet that you'd be missing if you just ate a vegan or vegetarian diet. Right, so it's kind of about like creating a sustainable balance between the two. So then there are some actual benefits to consuming animal products, and as well as plants, obviously. So some of the benefits from animal are, like I said before, the high levels of B vitamins, your D vitamins, zinc. They are the highest quality proteins. So that means essentially that you're going to have all of your essential amino acids right there and not have to combine sources of like complementary proteins, if you're familiar with that term. It's about like matching certain amino acids together to complete like a protein. And then they do reduce symptoms of sarcopenia as you age. They do maintain that muscle mass over time. So some plant benefits. So they're lower in calories due to like the reduced fat intake. They're going to be high in like phytonutrients that which help keep you healthy, and some antioxidants. Reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease, cancers, and stroke. And they're also anti-inflammatory, so it's kind of good for your joints and your bones. And then one other topic we can kind of talk about is supplementation of like protein supplements. So they're not exactly necessary in your body because you should be trying to get most of your protein from food sources. but they are a convenient way to, if you were like, you have a busy job or something, like complete a protein shake or like a shake like fortified with vitamins and minerals, but you can kind of get some protein in. But you're not always sure what you're getting because it's not regulated by the FDA. So that's kind of one thing that you kind of have to think about, like, am I really getting what's on the label? So you kind of don't really know. And then one other thing we can go over is like calculating how much protein you individually need for yourself per day. So if you like refer to your packet, we kind of wrote up like a little step-by-step guide for you to try and track that. So essentially, you take your pounds and body weight, right? And you want to convert that to kilograms. So it's very simple. You just take your pound where you're at right now. Like we have a little example on the bottom. So if you were to take a 180-pound person and divide that by 2.2, that's going to give you 81 kilograms of weight. So you take that number, and then we want to give you kind of a minimum requirement to hit and a maximum requirement to hit. So that's more, you're going to take your 81 kilograms and you're going to times that by like a 1.0, which is your minimum requirement. So essentially it just gives you 81. So that's like kind of your lower minimum number. And then you want to times that 81 kilograms by 1.2 to try and get to the maximum. So it's about 98 grams. So then your range for daily protein would be 81 to 98 grams.
I was going to talk about portion sizes. So if you put out your hand, you can kind of measure out anything. So like your palm is about 3 ounces. You should be having about 3 ounces of meat. And most, at least 1 meal a day. Your thumb is about like 2 tablespoons. So if you're having like some toast, put like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on it. Your fist is about a cup. So like if you're trying to measure out a cup of rice or a cup of beans. Your fingertip. So your fingertip is equal to 1 teaspoon. So you can use it to measure out maybe some sugar or salt or like mayonnaise, anything that's like high in sodium or sugar. Your hand cupped is equal to half a cup or 1 ounce. So if you're trying to measure out like a snack, like some nuts or some berries, anything like that, a cup tan is that. And yeah, that's about it.
And then on the final page, we did include a couple recipes. So the first one is going to be a meat recipe that I found, which is healthy roasted chicken veggies. It's a 1-pan recipe. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So super easy, not a lot of ingredients, and a ton of vegetables. It includes your chicken, which is a good source of animal protein. And then I also included one vegetarian recipe to try, which I personally had this one. I actually just made it yesterday. And I think it's really good. I was a little worried at first when I tried it, but it's really good. And I always serve it with zucchini noodles and marinara. So just something new to try. Not a lot of people tend to try vegetarian recipes, so I think it's good to include those in the diet and find good ones that taste good to go. This looks good. Any questions?
No, not really, except that, that calculating, that's a whole line full of information.
Right.
It's like, well, why do you have to convert it? Why can't you just, it's okay. It's just one of those things, but.
It's more to think about.
Whenever you see nutrition labels, I look at nutrition labels, when it says a percentage, this is a percentage of how much you should have, based on
daily intake,
yeah. And that's hard to get, and you're like, I think more about the calcium part of it. It's always a lot of protein. Not too much, you don't have too much with the calcium, but it's, well, I don't know, 20%, how do I know that is that a serve, that's considered a serving, but how do I get enough, and I realize that it's grams that I always have that as well, but to have to convert it, I don't think I really need to do that.
So that's good feedback, because I wonder if maybe like in the future having different example weights. So for instance, if you're 120 pounds, you would expect something like this so that it would prevent you from having to do the calculation.
Yeah.
But then your other thought was just too around how that translates to what you would look for on the label, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And is protein ever something that you have looked for on the label? Or
Always.